Hey everybody, this is Mitch with Cyberspace Games, and I'm just here with another update on the Star Cluster generator. First off, let me show you what I've updated with the information. I've added the name of the body that your current selection orbits. So if this happens to be a planet, it'll show the star's name. That way you can find it better within the destination selection. And if it's a moon, it'll show the planet's name. You can see also I've got the radius on there. And I also updated the available materials, and this planet actually has every single one of the materials available that I made so far. I do plan on updating this and adding more materials on there. And also, when you go to your mine, in order to get these to increase, your planet has to have those materials available. This will not increase if the materials are not within that list. And also, when you create a mine, automatically it'll create a cargo ship for you, which will transfer materials from your mining station to your space station. If I go ahead and let me just go ahead and get a little closer here so I can see if I can actually see the cargo ship. There it is. There's our cargo ship. You can see he's moving. He really doesn't do anything detailed. All he does is go back and forth, and he actually does have a certain amount of elements. If I go to the information and show the mine, you'll see it's gonna go down by half when he grabs, when he loads up. See, there it goes down. He loaded up, and then when I go to my space station, you will see that when the space station, or I'm sorry, when the cargo ship reaches there, these will also increase by that amount that it took. And there it goes. So let me go ahead and create a cargo ship so I can show you the trading system that I've got started. I'm going to create a cargo ship. It'll tell you that you have your cargo ship. You can't create any more. You can replace it, but you can't create any more than one. And now that we've got our cargo ship, let me go ahead and find a planet that I don't own. One that I don't own and is owned by somebody else, I should say. That way I can start a trade with them. Here's one. Alright, select trade. It'll show a list of the planets you own. Select your planet and check for cargo, and it'll bring up a menu, which I haven't really worked on the menu here very much. All I did was I got it so that you can fill up your cargo to its limit, and you can trade pretty much. You can choose which ones that you want to trade with, but so far there are no other limits. That's the only limit. So say I could trade 140 aluminum with 30 aluminum, which really isn't a trade. If you ask me, it's not a very fair trade. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a few options here, probably 3, of elements you can trade with. So it would be you would choose aluminum, and if you wanted to trade with conium, then conium will be up here, and it will convert the amount that you're trading with to how much it's worth in that material that you're trading with, or trading for, I should say. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set these both back to 0, and I'm just gonna send cargo. And there goes the ship. I'm not sure if you saw that, but the ship just zoomed off to the other planet so that it can deliver the materials and pick up materials to bring back. Right now they're at 0, so it's not going to bring anything or deliver anything. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click this button, and I know that's spelled wrong. It's supposed to say show trading path. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to press play again. I'm going to turn on my super speed so I can move a little faster. If I zoom out, you can see that there's a dotted line that leads all the way to the destination of the cargo ship, and this destination actually really isn't all that far compared to how big the scale of this universe is actually going to be. I actually put the scale of this cluster to the smallest that it could be, just for recording purposes, so that it wouldn't lag so much. But so it'll probably take him about 2.5 minutes to go this distance. Usually I'll make it big enough so it'll take about 5 minutes, but when you think about it, going from one star to another in 2.5 minutes or 5 minutes is extremely fast. So, and the better your cargo ship is, the more you can trade with. So it won't actually be a waste of time. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Because you don't want to trade 50 of something and get 10 of something, and then it'll take 5 minutes just for that. You want to get as much as you can. All right. So that's what I've got done with the trading system so far. And you can actually follow the ship along this path if you want to. It does go really fast though, so you might not be able to keep up with it. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I've updated so far. Oh, I'm sure you probably, if you haven't noticed by now, then you can see that the time control isn't here anymore, and I had to take that out in order to get these cargo ships to work right, because they go by the time of the game, and when you increase the time of the game, they'll be going extremely fast, and they might not. They just, yeah, it just doesn't work out like that. It doesn't work out like that. But if I do find a way to make it so that I can actually have our time control there without messing up our cargo ships, then I'll definitely put that back in. But for now, I'm leaving it out. I know that was a really great function that I liked. That was a really good one. But unfortunately, it interfered with other things, so I had to take it out. Also, I have been working on a way to save the game. It's just that there's so much that I need to save. You know, each star has, you know, does or does not have planets, and each of those planets does or does not have moons, and then you got to take into account the mines and the space stations and how much elements they have, and cargo ships, and whether they're trading and stuff like that, or yeah, and it just takes a lot. And yeah, it's gonna be a while before I actually publish this game, but I'm not. When I do publish it, it's gonna be worth it. You know, I won't publish it if you can't even save it. Who wants to, you know, start a new game every time? I'm pretty sure nobody wants to do that. Who has the free time to, you know, try to beat a game all the way through, especially a game like this, which will have most likely, say, a little over 250 stars, which is a lot of planets, you know. But yeah, so far that's all I've done. I haven't been working on the spaceship at all. As a matter of fact, I don't even think that I think I might just take the spaceship out, because I don't see the point in having a space station or a spaceship when you're just going to be controlling your planets. You know, you don't need to fly to the planets or anything. All you have to do is you can just select them from your list here and stuff like that, or from your inventory. You don't. There's really no point to have the spaceship. I mean, if you guys really want the spaceship, then, you know, just tell me and I'll add it in there just as a extra thing. But I'm pretty sure nobody's really going to be using it. That spaceship is pretty slow, and it'll take you quite a while to get from one solar system to another. But yeah, I really appreciate your time. If you like the video or like the game, make sure to hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to hit the comment box up. And if you want to get more updates or stay up to date, please don't forget to subscribe.